Could Michael Myers give Laurie Strode the final insult in Halloween Ends? Let's find out.
I met this 6-year-old child with this blank, pale, emotionless face and
Okay, guys, we're going to continue talking about the possibilities for Halloween Ends and the different places that the story could go. A special shout out to my buddy Alex, Frenzy himself, who gave me an inspiration to move ahead with this video on this theory that had been brewing in my mind and also reached his attention and wanted to put out there. So anyways, thanks a lot, Alex. I appreciate you. As we've seen in the first two movies, they have shown us that Michael Myers is not after Laurie Strode. Everything that happened in Halloween 78 was one night where she was in his path and he came after her and her friends, of course. But what we've seen in Halloween 2018, he was actually put in Laurie Strode's path by Dr. Sartain. And obviously in Halloween Kills, Laurie comes to the realization that Michael is not after her. So now the question is, in Halloween Ends, where will this storyline go? It's going to be a 4-year gap. In my opinion, that's going to be a scenario where the town is reeling over the events of Halloween Kills. They're probably going to be shocked, traumatized, dealing with it, and so forth. Maybe those Halloweens that come about in that 4-year gap are going to be not the most fun Halloweens they've ever had, kind of waiting for Michael's return. Laurie Strode herself, I think, is going to be healing somewhat from Halloween Kills, but she's still going to be ready for Michael, waiting for his return, not knowing where he is. But here's the question, guys, and I don't know how I feel about this, but what if Michael doesn't return to Haddonfield? What if he doesn't come back after Laurie or Allison? What would that do? You know what I'm saying? They could show him literally going off in another town and killing there, going after people in that area. And you'll have Laurie and Allison and Frank that are just kind of standing there wondering, when is he gonna come? Afraid of the possibilities, knowing that the boogeyman is everywhere but yet nowhere. That would be bonkers crazy, but it's something that kind of makes you think. Again, Jamie Lee Curtis has said that this movie is going to upset people. It's going to ask a lot of questions. Man, that would ask a whole hell of a lot of questions, because it would be bringing things back to that more psychological edge that we had in Halloween 1978. Michael is not after Laurie, and that would go right in line with the way that Carpenter always envisioned Michael Myers. I mean, he called him the Shape. There's a reason for these things. And I think that people would be upset with this, because it will take away the whole idea of Laurie versus Michael. That's a more traditional storyline, having that epic finale at the end, which again, I still think this is the way it's going to go, guys, because I don't know if the filmmakers would go down this road. This might be the most controversial storyline or theory ever, because again, Michael doesn't go after Laurie. So there's never any resolution to this whole age-old thing with them, you know? They're obviously not brother and sister, and he is not after her, just like they showed in Halloween 2018. So they never have a final battle. They never come across each other again. That's one way to look at this possible theory.
So you're telling me there's a chance? Yeah!
But what about this twist on it? What if Michael is out of Haddonfield? We know that Laurie is supposed to bulldoze the Myers house so he has no reason to be there in theory. But what about this? What if Laurie and Allison, or I should say maybe Allison more so, because I think that's where her character will go, hunt Michael? They actually go and try to find Michael, and there could be a bunch of different ways the story could show this. It might even include things like the radio tower. Maybe the radio tower will have information on Michael's whereabouts, or maybe attacks and kills that he has, and Allison and Laurie use that information to try to hunt Michael. And on the other hand, Michael is just doing what he does and killing unsuspecting victims in another town. So the movie could literally be about the protagonist going after the Shape. That would be an interesting twist, because now the movie is doing something that's never been done in any Halloween movie. And again, we're talking about a franchise that's almost 50 years old. This will be the 13th movie. That's crazy to think. But it's a possibility, guys. I'm just here talking about ideas that come into my head and things that I'm wondering if they would do. That's all I'm talking about. But again, the idea that he was never after Laurie, the town wondering and waiting and being fearful every Halloween, thinking that he's always around the corner, but he's never there. He never comes back to Haddonfield. I think that would be an interesting take. It really, really would. I mean, it's a powerful way to end this trilogy, but I just don't know if they would go down that road. What do you guys think? Would that be something that would interest you? The fact that Michael goes off on his own, killing whoever comes in his path, but not going after Laurie. And what do you think about the possibility of a twist where Allison and Laurie decide to hunt Michael, to go and find him, because they're still obsessed with the boogeyman, especially Allison, which would make sense for her character because of the fact that Karen was killed in Halloween Kills. What do you guys think about this, man? You gotta let me know. Leave a comment in the comment section. Tell me what you think of this possibility for the end of this trilogy. And please give the video a like. That would help support the channel, and I'd appreciate it. And if you are not subscribed to the Night Watch Zone, what are you doing? This is the time to do it, and we are having a lot of fun with these various conversations and discussions. So anyways, if you're watching this, if you're listening to this, you are the Night Watch. Peace.